Welcome to this lecture on mathematical tools in physics. In this lecture, we will talk about mathematical counting. Now, a very important factor, term which we use is called as factorial of a positive integer. What is factorial of a positive integer? Very simple. अगर मैं एक positive integer लेता हूँ 5, I denote factorial as we write the exclamation mark in English. Similarly, we call it here in mathematics as 5 factorial. 5 factorial is nothing. It is product of all the positive integers which start from 5 and end at 1. So you'll see that it becomes 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So we started from 5, that is the 5 factorial, and we stop at 1. You can find the value of this. So this would be equal to 5 into 4 is 20, 20 into 3 is 60, 60 into 2 is 120. The value of 5 factorial comes out to be 120. Similarly, you can talk about 4 factorial, which would be 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. You can also talk about 10 factorial, 100 factorial, 99 factorial, and so on. But a very important thing happens here, that if I have 1 factorial, you will agree with me that 1 starts with itself and finishes at 1. 1 factorial is equal to 1. And more important is that if I take 0 factorial is equal to 1. अब ये 0 factorial 1 कैसे बना? इसके लिए we have a gamma function here in mathematics. जिस gamma function की value अगर हम 0 पर लें, that comes out to be 1, और ये उसका एक explanation है that why 0 factorial should be equal to 1. Otherwise logically सोचे, जब हम 0 की बात करते हैं, so 0 तो एक पहले एक terminal end पर है, that way it is on the number line, a number 0, ये किसी और नंबर का फैक्टर तो बनेगा नहीं उस वक्त. जैसे हमने 3 को लिखा 3 into 2 into 1, so there are 2 numbers below 3, that is 2 and 1. 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, so there are 3 numbers below 4. 0 के पीछे तो कोई नहीं है, but remember that 0 factorial is equal to 1. When we talk about now a generalization, अगर n एक positive integer है, so n factorial would be n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on. So you go on multiplying up to 1, that is the result. So n factorial you can understand. Now based on this, हम 2 टर्म्स इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं मैथमेटिकल काउंटिंग में, जहां पर इस फैक्टोरियल की यूटिलिटी आएगी. दोज 2 टर्म्स आर परम्यूटेशन एंड कॉम्बिनेशन. सो वी हैव परम्यूटेशन एंड कॉम्बिनेशन. आई इंट्रोड्यूस 2 डेफिनेशंस इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. ये अगर एक P मैं सिंबल लिखूं, इट इज सिंबल फॉर परम्यूटेशन, और यहां मैं एक पॉजिटिव इंटीजर n लिखूं जैसे 1 2 3 4 5, और यहां पर मैं एक और पॉजिटिव इंटीजर r लिखूं सच दैट जो r की वैल्यू है वो n से कम है. जैसे वी हैव 7, द वैल्यू ऑफ r, 10 कुड बी, और 8 9 कुड बी द वैल्यू ऑफ n. होने चाहिए दोनों पॉजिटिव इंटीजर्स. फिर जो npr है इसको हम ऐसे डिफाइन करते हैं, npr is defined as n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. जैसे for example, if I have 3p1, so 3p1 will be 3 factorial, n की वैल्यू 3 है और r की वैल्यू 1 है, r is less than n, so it will be 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 1 factorial, 3 minus 1 factorial. So that way we could have 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial. I can write 3 factorial as 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 2 factorial, which is 2 into 1, so your answer is 3. It's also possible to write 3p3. ये भी possible है. This would be simply 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 3 factorial, that is 3 factorial divided by 0 factorial. 0 factorial I said already is equal to 1, so ये बनता है 3 factorial divided by 1, so it is 3 into 2 into 1, that way your answer is 6. Similarly, I could think of other such terms like 10p7, so this would be 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 7 factorial. So you could get a value like this: 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into, I can call this as 3 factorial, divided by 10 minus 7. 10 minus 7 is 3 factorial. So this would be a large number जिसका आंसर ये होगा. तो you have understood कि जो NPR है इसको हम सिंपल परम्यूटेशन के लिए यूज करते हैं. I am actually making an arrangement of some R objects, selecting them out of N objects. So let's take an example कि ये कहां पर हम यूटिलाइज करते हैं concept. The concept is utilized like this, that अगर मैं आपको 3 objects दे देता हूं, let them be 3 shapes or 3 letters or 3 numbers or 3 persons. एक का नाम मैं रखता हूं A, another is B, another is C. Now, the moment I talk about these 3 numbers, A, B and C, या 3 letters, या 3 shapes, I want to select out of these 3, 2 at a time. तो इसको मैं ऐसे लिखूंगा that I have n equal to 3. इनमें से, इन 3 में से अपनी चॉइस के मुताबिक मैं अरेंजमेंट्स बनाना चाहता हूं जहां पर इन 3 में से मैं एक वक्त 2 सिलेक्ट कर लूं. यू विल एग्री कि एक अरेंजमेंट ए बी बन सकता है, दूसरा अरेंजमेंट ए सी बन सकता है, तीसरा अरेंजमेंट बी सी बन सकता है. अगर ऑर्डर को मैं चेंज करूं, ऑर्डर मींस कि पहले ए आएगा या बी आएगा, पहले बी आएगा या सी आएगा, फिर इसमें 3 और हो सकते हैं. आई कैन मेक 3 मोर, बी ए इसका रिवर्स, देन सी ए और सी बी. These are the 6 possible arrangements which are there अगर मैं 3 में से 2 ऑब्जेक्ट्स चूज करता हूं. नाउ हाउ कैन आई कम टू नो मैथमेटिकली कि अगर 3 बजाय हमारे पास 30 ऑब्जेक्ट्स हों और 30 ऑब्जेक्ट्स में से मैं एक पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पर 3 ऑब्जेक्ट सेलेक्ट करता हूं या 4 सेलेक्ट करता हूं. हाउ मेनी सच अरेंजमेंट्स कैन बी मेड? वेरी सिंपल. This is now a permutation. This is that we have 6 permutations. And how did we obtain these 6 permutations? We selected out of 3 objects where n is equal to 3, we selected 2 objects at a time. This will be denoted by 3p2. तो जो r की वैल्यू है, the number of objects which we are collecting out of these 3 or which we make an arrangement with is 2 at a time, so 3p2. Now what is 3p2? As per our formula, it is 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 2 factorial, that is 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 2 is 1 factorial, 1 factorial is 1 and 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 1, our answer is 6. So here is the 6 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the order here becomes significant, and that way if we have to say not be concerned about order, something else is going to come there. हम एक टर्म अभी इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे कॉम्बिनेशन, लेकिन पहले इस पर मैं एक और एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूं. What would be the number of such permutations? What would be the number of such arrangements if I don't select 2 out of 3, I select all the 3 out of 3? Let's first calculate. So it will be 3p3. 3p3 is 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 3 factorial. It should be equal to 3 factorial divided by 0 factorial. You agree with me कि 0 factorial is equal to 1, and I have 3 into 2 is 6 divided by 0 factorial, that is 1. It says that if we select 3 objects at a time, then the number of such permutations would be equal to, so this would be equal to 3 factorial divided by 0 factorial, that is 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 1, that is equal to 6. So I can now think of A, B, C, all the 3 at a time. I can think of A, C, B. I can think of A or B, A, C. B, A, C. I can think of B, C, A. I can think of C, A, B. I can think of C, B, A. So you'll agree with me that these are the 6 arrangements if I select all the 3 at a point of time. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 permutations. Next, now if I select out of these 3 only 1 object at a time. So I have n of 3 objects. but I select only one at a time. The answer would come out from 3p1, that is 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 1 factorial, that is 3 into 2 divided by 3 minus 1 is 2 factorial, that is 2. So this is 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 2 divided by 2. So your answer would be equal to 3. Let's try this. अब आपको तीन ऑब्जेक्ट्स दिए हुए ABC, एक अरेंजमेंट बनाने के लिए आपको इनमें से एक वक्त पर एक ही सिलेक्ट करना है. सो आवर आंसर विल बी A, B एंड C. मैंने एक वक्त पहले A को सिलेक्ट कर लिया, फिर B को सिलेक्ट कर लिया, फिर C को सिलेक्ट कर लिया. I obtain 3 arrangements and these are 3 permutations. You can now extend this concept into many such situations where you can think of the concept of permutations properly. Next, now if I say that I have obtained these 3 letters, और जब मैंने इन 3 letters को लिया और मैंने इसमें से 3 arrangements बनाए या 6 arrangements बनाए where I have taken 2 objects at a time. So I repeat the previous one. I have AB, I have BC, I have AC, I have BA, I have CB, and I have CA. Let's say that the order of the 2 letters is insignificant. For example, when I say AB, it looks same as BA because वही दो objects है, चाहे पहले A को रखा है जाए या B को रखा जाए, बात एक ही है. I come now to another term. This term is called as a combination. A combination is denoted by this symbol C, capital C, and when I write NCR, N is the number of objects given to you, R is the number of objects selected by you, and NCR gives you the number of such arrangements which we can obtain. So this becomes n factorial divided by, इसका formula है n minus r factorial into r factorial. So we pose a question now. What is the number of arrangements possible that out of these 3 objects if I select 2 at a time? As per this formula, our answer is 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 2 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial. So that is 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 3 minus 2 is 1 factorial, that is 1, 2 factorial is 2, so 2 gets cancelled, our answer comes out to be 3. Now it says that out of these 3 letters A, B, C, if you select 2 at a time, you can think of only 3 arrangements. Now that way, this is the result I am. So in making combinations, the order of arrangement is insignificant. Whether it is AB or BA, it is counted as one arrangement. Whether it is BC or CB, इसको हम एक arrangement कहेंगे. Whether it is AC or CA, इसको हम एक arrangement कहेंगे. I hope you have understood कि in case of combinations, order is not significant. Or in case of permutations, the order is significant. Now, furthermore, if we think of a combination of all the 3 letters at a time, when I say all the 3 letters, जब आपने permutations बनाए by selecting all the 3, आपको 6 arrangements मिले. But let's try here now. Now, if I have n equal to 3 and I select all the 3 objects at a time, r is equal to 3, I have the formula 3c3, which should be equal to 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 3 factorial, 3 minus 3 factorial. So it is NCR, n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial. R की value यहाँ पर 3 है. So your answer would be that this is 3 factorial divided by 0 factorial into 3 factorial. तो आप समझेंगे कि 0 factorial 1 है, 3 factorial को cancel करता है, 6 divided by 6 is 1. What does it mean? It means कि अब मैं जब ये arrangement लिखता हूं ABC, तो ये इनकी एक combination बन जाती है. इसमें अब CBA का कोई मतलब नहीं रहता है, because वही 3 letters है ABC. इसमें BCA का कोई मतलब नहीं रहता है, इसमें CAB का कोई मतलब नहीं रहता है. So it is a one combination whether you put A first or you put B first or you put C first. Same way जो सेकंड और थर्ड प्लेस है, आप कैसे भी फिलअप करें, आपने 3 ही ऑब्जेक्ट चूज किए हैं और उन 3 का जो रीअरेंजमेंट है वो एक नई कॉम्बिनेशन ही बनाता है. इट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज ए सिंगल कॉम्बिनेशन. अब मैथमेटिक्स में कई बार डायरेक्टली भी इसका रोल आ जाता है और कई बार इनडायरेक्टली भी इसको हम यूज करते हैं. That way, we have to learn one very important application of these combinations or permutations, particularly combinations, in writing expansion of a binomial. What's a binomial? आप शुरू के क्लासेस से, लोअर क्लासेस से इस तरह की राइटिंग्स आप करते आए हैं. You have been writing x plus y whole square is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square. Or x plus y whole cube is equal to x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. What you see in this case, हमारे पास दो टर्म्स हैं x और y, जिनको हम दो मोनोमियल्स कहते हैं. हमने उनकी एक कॉम्बिनेशन बनाई है, वेदर वी एड देम x प्लस वाई या x माइनस वाई, और उसके ऊपर एक पावर रखा है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज द इंडेक्स. तो ये जो चीज है, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज इंडेक्स ऑफ द बाइनोमियल, और ये है, इसको हम बाइनोमियल कहते हैं. वन ऑफ देम इज ए मोनोमियल. इफ आई टॉक ओनली अबाउट x, it's a monomial, but if I combine x with y, it becomes a binomial. And this index, assume for a while कि हम जिस इंडेक्स की बात कर रहे हैं वो इंडेक्स एक पॉजिटिव इंटीजर है, जैसे x plus y raised power 5, x plus y raised power 9, x plus y raised power 8 and so on. ये एक पॉजिटिव इंटीजर है. Now what happens in this case, we can think of many more such binomials, x plus y raised power 4, x plus y raised power 5. तो कुछ प्रॉपर्टीज बड़ी सिंपल हैं और बड़ी एविडेंट है. वो प्रॉपर्टी पहली जो हम यहां देखते हैं कि ये जो टर्म है इसका कोएफिशिएंट 1 है, और जो लास्ट वाली टर्म है इसका कोएफिशिएंट 1 है, लेकिन जो बीच में टर्म है इसका कोएफिशिएंट 2 है. जो यहां पर इंडेक्स है, ये किसी भी मोनोमियल की इस एक्सपेंशन में हाईएस्ट पावर होती है. जैसे x प्लस वाई होल क्यूब में जो हाईएस्ट पावर आपको मिलेगी किसी मोनोमियल पर वो 3 होगी. जो हाईएस्ट पावर यहां मिलेगी वो 3 होगी. पहला कोएफिशिएंट भी 1, लास्ट वाला कोएफिशिएंट भी 1. जो ये बीच के कोएफिशिएंट्स है, जैसे ये और ये, या यहां पर ये कोएफिशिएंट है, इनको हम देखना है कि हाउ वी कैन डेवलप दीज कोएफिशिएंट्स. और आप एक और बात देखेंगे कि अगर हम एक्सपेंशन में यहां n रखते हैं एक नंबर, सपोज आई हैव 2 हियर, द नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स इन द एक्सपेंशन विल बी 3, 2 plus 1. If I keep 3 here, the number of terms in the expansion will be 4. In general, if I have a binomial x plus y raised power n, the number of terms in the expansion will be n plus 1. So this will be number of terms in the expansion, n plus 1. अब इन प्रॉपर्टीज को लेके हम कई बार एक बाइनोमियल की किसी टर्म को एंटिसिपेट करके निकाल सकते हैं. विदाउट डेवलपिंग द होल एक्सपेंशन हम कई बार एक टर्म को भी निकाल सकते हैं. उसके लिए एक और जो टूल है, इस टूल को हम कहते हैं पास्कल्स ट्रायंगल. पास्कल्स ट्रायंगल. सो व्हाट इज दिस पास्कल्स ट्रायंगल? इट्स लाइक दिस कि अगर मैं एक पॉजिटिव इंटीजर वाले इंडेक्स को, पॉजिटिव इंटीजर इंडेक्स हो बाइनोमियल पर, और मैं बाइनोमियल के एक्सपेंशन को करना चाहता हूं, तो मुझे एक सीक्वेंस याद रखनी होगी. दिस इज द सीक्वेंस ऑफ coefficients. So when I say x plus y, उसके ऊपर अगर मैं पावर रखता हूं 1, so I get x plus y. जब मैं पावर 2 रखता हूं, I get 1 2 1, 1 2 1. So if I start like this, that I have the first expansion x plus y, so I write x plus y, so I get 1 and 1, so it becomes x plus y. Now when I make it x plus y whole square, the coefficients become coefficients 1 2 1. How I obtain them? I obtain them like this. So this is 2, 1 plus 1 is 2, yahan se 1, yahan se 1. So I got the 3 coefficients for this expansion, that is 1 1 2 1. Suppose x plus y cube हो, तो इसका तीसरा रो देखें, ये ऐसे हो जाएगा 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, then here I have 1, here I have 1. So what I do? I have this expansion now, x plus y raised power 3, so it is first coefficient is 1, second is 3, then 3, then 1, 1 3 3 1. You can similarly think of x plus y raised power 4. So ये ऐसे हो जाएगा 3 plus 3 is 6, 3 plus 1 is 4, 3 plus 1 is 4, then I have 1, I have 1. First and last will always be 1. बीच वाले आप ऐड करके निकाल सकते हैं. So मैं विदाउट डूइंग एनी ग्रेट कैलकुलेशन आपको बता सकता हूं that what would be the expansion of x plus y raised power 4. Coefficients याद रखें 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So I can write the expansion of x plus y raised power 4 without doing much of calculations. I have x plus y raised power 4. Think of the properties. देखिए जो इसका सबसे हाईएस्ट पावर होगा किसी टर्म पर वो होगा x raised power 4. दैट वे जो इसका कोएफिशिएंट है वो ये होगा 1. फिर उसके बाद एक और टर्म आएगी उसका कोएफिशिएंट 4 होगा. अब जब आपने 4 इसको बनाया जो ये पावर है ये कम कर दें एक, सो 4 को 3 बना दें. यहां y लिखा है उसके ऊपर पावर 1 रख दें. सो द सम ऑफ पावर्स इन ईच टर्म विल ऑलवेज रिमेन 4. जो दूसरा टर्म इसके बाद आएगा कोएफिशिएंट यहां से ले लें, दैट विल बी 6 इनटू यहां x की वैल्यू एक कम कर दें पावर, यहां y की वैल्यू पावर की बढ़ा दें एक. सो दिस इज 2 plus 2 is 4 and the coefficient is 6. Then I have another term 4. यहां पर x की पावर एक और कम कर दे, y की एक बढ़ा दें. So this will become x raised power 1, y raised power 3. 4 मैंने पास्कल्स ट्राइंगल से लाया and the last term will be 1 into अब x की जो पावर है वो एक और घटा दीजिए, it will become x raised power 0 और y की पावर एक बढ़ा दीजिए, y raised power 4. Here is the expansion. Can you similarly try for x plus y raised power 5? No problem. x raised plus y raised power 5 के coefficients में एक बार लिख लेता हूं, then you can expand it. So this will be 4 plus 6 is 10, 4 plus 6 is 10, 4 plus 1 is 5, 4 plus 1 is 5. पहला coefficient और लास्ट वाला जो इस सीरीज में 1 होगा. So these will be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coefficients for x plus y raised power 5. Or in the expansion of x plus y raised power 5, you expect 6 terms, n plus 1. So with this, we have come to the binomial expansion of a binomial of the form x plus y raised power n. Now, could it be that we can have some alternate way of finding the coefficients without involving Pascal's triangle? The answer is yes. तो मैं इन्हीं कोएफिशिएंट्स को एक कॉम्बिनेटोरियल कोएफिशिएंट्स से रिप्रेजेंट करता हूं. कॉम्बिनेटोरियल कोएफिशिएंट्स. नाउ व्हाट इज द कॉम्बिनेटोरियल कोएफिशिएंट्स? इन दिस केस आई कैन से x प्लस y रेज्ड पावर 4 इज इक्वल टू, देखिए ये जो कोएफिशिएंट है इसको मैं 4c0. सो दिस कम्स एज कि अगर यहां n है nc0 वुड बी द फर्स्ट. सो आई हैव x रेज्ड पावर 4 y रेज्ड पावर 0. नेक्स्ट come to the second term. This becomes 4c1. आप sequentially चलते जाए 4c0, 4c1, 4c2, 4c3 और ये end हो जाएगा 4c4 पर. So ये coefficient अगले का होगा, यहां x की पावर एक घटा दे, y की बढ़ा दे. Then I have 4c2. 4c2 will be x की पावर एक कम कर दे पहले से. इन अदर वर्ड्स x की पावर ये हो जाएगी 4 minus 2. जैसे यहां 4 minus 1 थी इक्वल टू 3, यहां 4 minus 0 थी 4. सो आई हैव द पावर ऑफ x as 2, द पावर ऑफ y as 2 because sum of powers must remain 4. Then I have 4c3. I have x raised power 4 minus 3 is 1, y raised power 3 and the last term ये खुद ब खुद सीरीज टर्मिनेट हो जाएगी. It is 4c4 x raised power 0 y raised power 4. I can now get the values of 4c0. देखिए 4c0 is equal to 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 0 factorial, that is 1. Remember in general जब भी आपको nc0 मिले it is always equal to n. ये इसका जनरल फॉर्मूला. Similarly I can think of 4c1 would be 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 1 is 3 factorial into 1 factorial as per the formula. So this becomes 4 into 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial, that is 3 factorial gets cancelled, so it's equal to 4. So I have the value here equal to 4. तो ये इसकी वैल्यू जो है this is equal to 4. इसकी वैल्यू जो है it is equal to 1. Similarly, let's find out what is 4c2. So this would be equal to 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 2 is 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So it is n minus r into r factorial. So this becomes 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 divided by ये 2 into 1 2 into 1 हो जाएगा, that is 4, 2 into 2 is 4, तो ये 6 हो जाएगा. That way आपका आंसर ये आ गया that 4c2 is equal to 6. This is 6. You can next make similar calculation for 4c3. So 4c3 is 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial. So that is 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 3 is 1, so it is 1 into 3 factorial. This will be equal to 4. So this is equal to 4. And you'll see that 4c4 is equal to 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 4 is 0 factorial into 4 factorial, it is 1. So this is the last term, it is 1. So it is 1. Now thinking of a pattern which occurs among the combinatorial coefficients, you see कि जब हमने यहां से स्टार्ट किया, जो पहला और लास्ट है दे हैव एग्रीड विद ईच अदर, इक्वल है. जो सामने से दूसरा है और लास्ट से दूसरा है दे आर इक्वल, और बीच वाला कोएफिशिएंट 6 है. So I have a formula. The formula says that whenever you take NCR, it would be always equal to NC n minus R. NCR would be equal to NCn minus R. जैसे if I say 4C1, 4C1 is NCR, NCR. So n की वैल्यू 4, R की वैल्यू 1 would be equal to NC n minus R. n minus 1 R is 4 minus 1, that is 3. तो आपको ये चीज हेल्प कर सकती है that when I started off with 4C1 without making a calculation of 4C3, I have obtained the answer for 4C3. तो आप इसको एक रिपीटेड पैटर्न में 2 या 3 कैलकुलेशंस करके आगे का वैल्यूज आपको खुद मिलेगा. जैसे सिमिलरली इफ आई हैव a value of 5C2, this would be also equal to 5C 5 minus 2, 5C 5 minus 2, 5C3. So this can be a helpful formula in determining the expansion when it comes to higher term. जैसे you could expand x plus y raised power 5, x plus y raised power 6, x plus y raised power 7 and so on using the combinatorial coefficients or Pascal's triangle. But I would suggest आप combinatorial coefficients को master कीजिए because this is going to become little more helpful on the second part of it. The second part of this is now कि अगर हमने एक expansion लिया, जब इस expansion को हमने लिया, we had a positive integer as the power raised to x plus y. So x plus y was raised to a positive integer. Is it possible to make an expansion if I have x plus y raised power 1 by 2? Now this is a fractional number. Is it possible to have an expansion if I have x plus y raised power minus 3? It is a negative integer. Answer to this is yes, but you will not be able to use the combinatorial coefficients for making such a expansion because combinatorial coefficients जो है they are defined only for the positive integers. But that does not mean there's no expansion. We can make an approximation of the expansion, or let's do it for this. लेकिन इससे पहले हमें एक और फॉर्म लिखना होगा जो हमारे पास बाइनोमियल थ्योरम है. इस सारी जो x plus y raised power n आपने कॉम्बिनेटोरियल कोएफिशिएंट्स में रिप्रेजेंट किया या इस एक्सपेंशन को रिप्रेजेंट किया, इट्स कॉल्ड एज बाइनोमियल थ्योरम. और इस बाइनोमियल थ्योरम या बाइनोमियल एक्सपेंशन का एक और फॉर्म अब आप देख लें. नाउ दिस फॉर्म is a expansion when the power is not necessarily a positive integer. So I write an expansion like this. I have 1 plus x raised power n. वहां पर जो n की वैल्यू है is not necessarily a positive integer. It can be any number, जैसे मैंने 1 by 3 लिखा या 1 by 2 लिखा या -3, -2, -1, ये ऐसा नंबर भी हो सकता है. You have to remember that this becomes a series. The series is 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial x square plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial x cube. आप एक pattern देख रहे हैं and it will go on. The pattern is that I started with 1. This is 1 first. So you can also write it as the value value of x raised power 0. So इस पे पावर 1 है, यहां पर 2 है, यहां पर 3 है, पावर ऐसे बढ़ता जाएगा और यहां मैं कह सकता हूं कि x के ऊपर पावर 0 है. Then I have the coefficient in each term. This coefficient will follow a pattern. पहले we start with n, then n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial. तो अगर यहां दो टर्म्स हैं n into n minus 1, दो फैक्टर्स हैं, डिवाइड बाय 2 फैक्टोरियल. यहां तीन फैक्टर्स हैं n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 डिवाइडेड बाय 3 फैक्टोरियल. जो अगला टर्म होगा दैट विल बी n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into x raised power 4. This will go on. And this we have to understand कि इसकी यूटिलिटी अब हमें कहां मिलेगी. द यूटिलिटी इज कि जो n अब हमने रिलैक्स कर दिया कि ये जरूरी नहीं है कि n शुड बी पॉजिटिव इंटीजर. तो लेट्स ट्राई टू फाइंड कि इज देयर एन एक्सपेंशन फॉर दिस which is 1 plus x raised power minus 1. The answer here is yes. How? We start with this. So this is 1 plus nx plus n into n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial x square plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into x cube. In mathematics, we have the concept of a convergent series and a divergent series. Convergent series and divergent series. So we have convergent series and divergent series. Simple words में एक वो सीरीज जो आस्ता आस्ता टर्म्स उसके वैल्यू में कम होते जाएं, मैग्नीट्यूड में कम होते जाएं, जैसे 1 प्लस 0.1 प्लस 0.01 प्लस 0.001 प्लस 0.0001. ये कन्वर्जेंट सीरीज है. द हायर टर्म्स आर लेसर इन वैल्यू और मैग्नीट्यूड देन द इनिशियल टर्म्स. अगर ऐसा हो 1 प्लस 10 प्लस 100 प्लस 1000 प्लस 10,000, this is a divergent series. The values are increasing as we start from lower terms towards higher terms. जो predecessor है वो successor से कम है. जैसे 1 प्लस 10 बन गया 1 का successor, वो ज्यादा है. 10 प्लस 100 बन गया 10 का successor, वो ज्यादा है. It's a divergent series. अगर ऐसा हो कि we started with 1, then we have 0.1, 0.01, 0.001 and so on. So the higher terms are becoming lesser and lesser. There is a very simple test जिसको हम रेशियो टेस्ट कहते हैं. रेशियो टेस्ट ऐसा होता है कि अगर आप ऐसा लें, you take the higher term, so I call it as t r plus 1 and I divide it with the lower term, उससे पहले वाली टर्म जो पहले आई tr is rth term, tr plus 1 is r plus 1th term. अगर ये रेशियो लेस देन 1 है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आप देखें 1 प्लस 0.1 प्लस 0.001, तो ये बन गया tr प्लस 1 डिवाइडेड बाई t1, tr प्लस 1 डिवाइडेड बाई tr. अगर ये रेशियो लेस देन 1 है, द सीरीज इज कन्वर्जेंट. अगर ये रेशियो, ये वाला रेशियो ग्रेटर देन 1 है, द सीरीज इज डाइवर्जेंट. अब ये सीरीज, ये वाली सीरीज जो हम लिख रहे हैं, कब कन्वर्जेंट बनेगी? हमारा ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट कन्वर्जेंस में है, उसकी कुछ वजह है. देन वी हैव द सिंपल आंसर. द सिंपल आंसर इज कि अगर x की वैल्यू, जो x का मैग्नीट्यूड है, अगर x की वैल्यू लेस देन 1 हुई, इफ x इज लेस देन 1, यू विल सी कि दिस टर्म के बाद ये जो टर्म आएगी, इसमें x स्क्वायर है, ये इसको इससे पहले वाले से कम कर देगा. जो x क्यूब है वो उसको पहले वाले से कम कर देगा एंड सो ऑन. नाउ दिस कन्वर्जेंस हेल्प्स अस. अगर एक बाइनोमियल इस फॉर्म का हो और हम उसको एक्सपेंड कर रहे हैं और उसमें यह कंडीशन सेटिस्फाइड हो दैट x इज लेस देन 1, फिर हमारे लिए एक अप्रोक्सीमेशन बन जाती है. वो अप्रोक्सीमेशन ये कहती है कि व्हेन यू गो टू हायर टर्म्स ऑफ द सीरीज, से having a power square, having a power cube, having a power 4 on the variable x, those higher terms become ignorable as compared to the lower terms. These are the lower terms, जैसे this. So in that case, अगर x की value less than 1 है, what I could do is I could think of this expansion as I can say 1 minus x plus ये बन जाएगा minus 1 into minus 2 divided by 2, और हो सकता है कि जो हायर टर्म्स हैं जिनमें क्यूब है या जिनमें पावर 4 है या इस तरह से, उनको मैं इग्नोर भी कर सकता हूं, which will be of some utility or great utility in physics later. तो इस चीज को आप याद रखिए. So I can say कि the expansion of this, which is approximately giving us a very value which is close to the actual value, or that makes it 1 minus x. यहाँ देखिए minus into minus is plus, 2 and 2 will get cancelled, plus x square. तो ये जो डॉट डॉट्स हैं, this is sometimes a part which we can truncate. Truncating a series means कि एक सीरीज को एक खास टर्म के बाद काट देना या उस सीरीज को उस टर्म के बाद खत्म कर देना. We can truncate it above such power. So we can ignore the higher terms and only consider the first few terms. Now it is somehow not something only for a negative index. It can happen for this also. So for example, now I have a condition given to me. The condition is that I have x which is less than 1 and I want to expand this. You can do it. How? You will do it like this. 1 plus x raised power 1 by 2 is 1 plus nx. ये n की वैल्यू 1 by 2 है. x plus n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into x square and so on. तो चाहो आप हायर टर्म्स भी लिख सकते हो, तो चाहो तो इग्नोर भी कर सकते हो. So what will be the answer? The answer will be 1 plus 1 by 2x, or this will be 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1, that is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1 is minus 1 by 2 divided by 2 x square, and I am not writing the higher terms, but you can for a while, फिर आप उनको इग्नोर भी कर सकते हो. So this gives you 1 plus x by 2, ये हो जाएगा 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2, that is minus 1 by 4 divided by 2 is minus 1 by 8 x square and so on. तो ये आपका expansion है. That is, if I have a certain value for x, मैं बता सकता हूं कि what would be the value of 1 plus x raised power 1 by 2. For example, you can try it for this, कि अगर मैं ये कहूं what is square root of 1.02? I can write it like this. Square root of 1.02 is 1 plus 0.02, or I can write it as 1 plus 0.02 raised power 1 by 2. देखिए, अब आपके पास without going to calculator या without making any calculations on the square root table, you can do it like this, कि आपके पास x की वैल्यू है 0.02. So this is the value of x which you have obtained, 0.02. Give the value of x to this series, or don't consider all the terms. No need to go to 10th term, 8th term, 7th term. Take first few terms, 1, 2, 3 terms would be sufficient. In most of the cases, you will get the approximate answer. This is of advantage that we can think of many applications of at least this part when we have an expansion like this. Soon we will have something like the gravitational force acting, electrostatic force acting, and many such situations जहां पर ये part जो है binomial theorem का आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो. Now an apt question would be कि what would happen कि अगर ये पहला term हमारे पास जो पहला term है ये 1 नहीं है, 2 है. Is it still possible to get it? Answer probably is yes. How? Let's say मैं आपको यही example देता हूं that I would like you to calculate the square root of 2.02. 2.02. देखिए आप क्या करेंगे? You will take it like this. You will first write it as 2 plus 0.02 square root. Now you have this 2 as 2 plus 0.02 power 1 by 2. Now यहां पर हम जो फॉर्मूला लिखते हैं, since we have considered first term as 1, so that it will not occur in the different terms, otherwise बार बार ये occur करता रहेगा, उस लिहाज से हम यहां पर इन दो को थोड़ा rearrange करेंगे. I'll rearrange it like this. I'll take 2 common, ये बन जाएगा 1 plus 0.02 divided by 2 और ये पावर हो जाएगी 1/2. This will further be equal to, देखिए ये पावर अब इस पर भी है और इस पर भी है, so this will be 2 raised power 1/2 into this is 1 plus, यहाँ आपको पता है कि 0.02 divided by 2 will be 0.01 power 1/2. देखिए ये जो एक्सपेंशन है, this expansion you can do now with the help of binomial theorem, because this is of the form 1 plus x raised power n, so it will be 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into x square and so on. तो जो ये है, this is under root 2, so this is under root 2, जिसकी वैल्यू आपको ऑलरेडी पता है. This will be obtained by using the binomial expansion or binomial theorem and you can get the answer. और under root 2 आपको पता है it is 1.414 multiplied by, ये पार्ट अब आपको करना पड़ेगा by using binomial theorem as I did it before. So there are many such examples or many such applications which this formula can have, and remember that this binomial expansion or binomial theorem is a very important mathematical tool which we use in physics. So in this whole lecture, what we talked about initially that counting is a very important part of mathematical methods. The counting has led us to two terms, making permutations, where we take certain objects, select some of them, and order becomes significant. AB is not same as BA, they are two different permutations. And then we reduce this permutation to combinations. In a combination, AB and BA, they count as the same. चाहे आप पहले A को रखो या B को रखो, they count as same. Then we framed two formulae, NPR and NCR, where we required the knowledge of factorial of a positive integer. वो हमने डेवलप किया. फिर उसके बाद हमने कुछ एग्जाम्पल सॉल्व की, how to find the values of NPR and NCR. Then we went on to writing a binomial with a positive integer index. We expanded it with the help of Pascal's triangle. Then we replaced various coefficients which we obtained from Pascal's triangle by combinatorial coefficients using the combination NCR. Then we came across a situation where combinatorial coefficients are not possible, because it is possible that n is either fractional or negative. We then started with the idea of writing binomial expansion of the type 1 plus x raised power n, where n can be any index either negative or fractional. Then we obtained the value of the expansion 1 plus x raised power n. We realized that if x is, or magnitude of x कई बार हम ऐसे भी लिखते हैं, ऐसे डिनोट करते हैं. So if magnitude of x is less than 1, it is possible that as we go on increasing the powers of x, the value goes on reducing. That is what we call as a convergent series. उस convergent series में हमने higher terms को ignore करके कुछ lower terms approximately या कुछ lower terms हमने retain की, which will give a value which is very close to the actual value of the expansion. And we are going to find some more problems at the end of this lecture as a slide which you can solve on your own. Thank you.